Hi Scorpio, welcome to May 2015. There's a powerful Scorpio full moon on May 3rd, and it is in harmony with your ruling planet, Pluto. Pluto is sextiling the moon and trining the sun. So this is very good for re-energizing your relationships and really looking at what your needs are, what your relationship needs are, how you're going about it. You know, one of the things that may be coming up for some of you this month is you're remembering, you know, the things that people have done in the past. You know, the Scorpio moon is flushing up, you know, the wrongs that have been done to you in the past. And, you know, if you're feeling like the anger coming up, use it as your passion. Passion is more important than ambition. Passion really is everything. When you have passion for something, you can overcome all obstacles. Now, I like this full moon. It has Jupiter T-squaring the sun and the moon. And Jupiter is in the area of your life that has to do with career advancement, your professional advancement, your life path destiny. And with Jupiter activating the moon and the sun at the time of the Scorpio full moon, this can empower you to overcome all obstacles. So instead of wasting your time and energy and focusing on the past, burn the past. Focus on the future. Focus on where you're going. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Look ahead. Drive forward. Go forward. There's a lot of power here for you so that you can use it to create the life you want, to achieve your goals, to get what you want. But if you're focused on the negative, you're only going to attract more negative. Law of attraction is always matching. Whatever energy we're putting out is what we attract. This is a great full moon for you. It is in harmony with your ruling planet, Pluto. Pluto is sextiling the moon and trining the Taurus sun. So this is very good for evaluating where you're going, what you're doing, and how you're going about it, and who you're doing it with. So be your own best friend. Be true to you. Love you more than the need to take revenge. You know, that Scorpio tail that likes to come out at tick-tock. And there's nothing like it. You are the most powerful sign of the zodiac. You have the ability to regenerate yourself. You have the ability to recreate yourself, to be the phoenix rising from the ashes and achieve anything. Scorpio is also the most karmic sign of the zodiac. And we, you know, so as we sow, so shall we reap. What goes around comes around. That's why you want to be putting good energy out there so that you're attracting good energy. So you're attracting good people into your life. And you're taking advantage of Jupiter at the top of your chart. He won't be back for another 12 years. So you don't want to focus yourself on the past or who wronged you, who, you know, wasn't there for you. Let that go. And focus your energy on your passion. What gives you passion? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel excited about your life and what you're doing and where you're going? That's where you want to put your energy, because that tells the universe he wants more passion. She wants more success. She wants more opportunity. She wants greater love in her life. She wants a soulmate. She wants the one that will be there for her or him. And so use this powerful, intense Scorpio moon to get what you want. And Jupiter's there to help you do it. Jupiter, the fixed signs are the most powerful signs. The cardinal signs get things going. The Aries, it's puppy love. It's just, woo, I feel great, let's run, let's go. but it isn't necessarily grounded. When the sun was into Taurus, that's when we ground that passionate fire energy, that pure positive energy, and we can ground it and focus and overcome all obstacles to make our dreams come true. That's what the Scorpio does. That's what the Leo does. That's what the Taurus does. That's what the Aquarius does. They're the fixed signs. Without the fixed signs, you can't get anything done, because it's the fixed signs that ground the cardinal energy and move it forward. So Scorpio, you have an opportunity here to move up in your career, to expand your business, to expand your reputation in the world, your legacy in the world, to make your dreams come true. Burn the past, forget the rest. You're the best. Be the best. Be the best person you can be. Be your own best friend. Connect to your soul self, your authentic self. That's where your real power comes from. Now, there's another energy going on here this month, very strong energy, and it starts at the Scorpio full moon, and that's the mutable energy. So the cardinal energy kicks off the seasons. It's new beginnings. The fixed energies are determined, stubborn, strong-willed, but without that, you can't overcome obstacles. The mutable energies, which is the Gemini, the Sagittarius, the Virgo, and the Pisces, they're the part of us that help us adapt to the changes. So in other words, instead of being a stubborn Scorpio, looking at your hit list, who are you going to knock off, you can be mutable. You can be adaptable and go, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time or energy there. I'm going to focus on my future. I'm going to focus on my performance. I'm going to focus on what I can do, and I'm going to be my own best friend. That's being mutable and adaptable. So there's this mutable, adaptable energy to empower you so that you don't get stuck in the past, so that you don't get stuck in revenge mode, the Scorpio on the ground stinging, that you're rising up being the eagle, rising above the karma, or the phoenix, rising from the ashes, reincarnating in this life, taking the wisdom of what you learned from the past and putting it into your future. And your future is determined by the choices you make today. The choices you make today determine your future. So use the mutable energy to adapt and change, and use your passion, turn your anger into passion. So this mutable energy is going on even at the Scorpio, and you do have a beautiful moon. I mean, you get one full moon a year, one new moon a year, and you've got a fabulous moon. Pluto is in harmony with the sun and the moon. And nothing else is touching it. Neptune's in harmony with it. Jupiter's lifting it up, inspiring you, empowering you. Now there's another story going on, but it's not so much about you, but it will help you to change, adapt to situations and circumstances in the moment, because everything's happening so fast. We're living in very accelerated times now. So you have to be fast on your feet. The mutable energy can help you do that. So Mercury is in Gemini, and when planets jump in Gemini, they meet up with Sirius Saturn in Sagittarius. And then they meet up with Neptune, and that's another story. Okay, so Mercury is in Gemini, and Mercury is opposing Saturn, and the Sagittarius rules what you love and value, your money, anything you put the word my in front of, my car, my house, my doggy. Gemini rules your partner's resources, other people's values. Money you attract through non-earned income, like investments or tax payout, insurance payout, inheritance payout, royalty payout. So Mercury is opposing Saturn, and that's an opportunity to look at your plans, to look at how you're investing your time and energy, and what kind of return are you getting. Then the sun will exactly trine Pluto on the 6th. This is very good. This is good for relationships. This is good for meeting someone new. This is good if you're already coupled. This is a really strong energy where you can work to harmonize with each other, you know, and create that win-win spirit. I win, you win, I win. You help me win, I help you win. Venus enters your sister sign Cancer on the 7th. This is a beautiful energy, and she will harmonize with Neptune on the 16th. That could be the start of a new love for you. Love is on for Scorpio in May. And you could be meeting someone who lives far away from you or lives in another country, but you feel like this is a twin flame or a soulmate, like you feel a really deep spiritual connection to this person. And it could be that you're meeting someone new. So you got a lot to look forward to here this month in May. There's a fabulous Taurus new moon on May 17th. And that, for you, starts in the area of marriage and partnership and relationships. So this could be another start in relationships for you. Now, like any other planet that faces off with Saturn, Mars opposes Saturn on the 15th. So Mars goes into Gemini on the 11th and then faces off with Saturn on the 15th. And same with this Taurus new moon on the 17th, because it's very late in Taurus. It's almost 27 degrees Taurus, and by the 17th of May, Saturn is at 2 degrees Sagittarius. So with the Taurus energy opposing the Saturn energy, this is where Saturn is showing you you're out of balance, or, you know, this is where you're really looking at what others have done that are not appropriate. And, you know, just let it go. Let go, just learn from it, right? You know, you know, maybe you were too trusting. Maybe you were a bit naive. Whatever, you know, you will have an opportunity to look at this. Balance is the key. Taking care of you so that you can be present in your relationships, so that you can be present with your public, you can be present with other people. Where are you out of balance? Saturn is showing you where you're out of balance and how that affects your resources, right? So if you're too focused on what other people are doing or what they've done, and you're not focused enough on what you're doing, where you're going, it's going to get in the way of your success. It's going to get in the way of your ability to create what you want. Now, there's another energy going on here this month, and it has to do with Neptune. Now for you, Neptune is in Pisces, harmonizing with any planets you have in Scorpio. And Neptune's in the area of your chart that has to do with self-confidence, risk-taking, true love, romance, your children, sports. So Neptune is working very well for you. So is Pluto. However, when planets go into Gemini, they first meet up with Saturn, Sirius Saturn, who does the check and balance with you, who tests you. You know, what are you doing with your money? What are you doing in this relationship? Why are you wasting time with this person? Why are you wasting time even thinking about that person? You know, where are you out of balance? That's what Saturn's showing you. Neptune is challenging these planets, and when these planets are being squared by Neptune, it brings out liars and thieves. And it can come through email, it can come through phone calls, it can come through interactions with others who are trying to deceive you. Good luck trying to deceive a Scorpio. Now, you still want to be aware of this because it's very strong in May, this energy. We've got this powerful fixed energy going on, which is very good for aligning with your true values. When you align with your true values, you create success for yourself. But then there's this mutable energy going on as well. And so first square with Neptune is Mercury. Now Mercury squares Neptune on May 9th. And for you, that has to do with shared resources. So, you know, you're not in the mood for taking prisoners this month. And if anybody, you know, close to you is trying to get into your wallet or trying to get into your pockets, they better look out, because you're just not in the mood to put up with any nonsense. And so it's never what people say, it's always what they do. It's never the talk, it's always the walk. Behavior is what you can bank on, not sweet promises. So don't get seduced by anybody's promises. Go by what they do. Go by behavior. So Mercury squares off with Neptune May 9th, liars and thieves. Then Mars, your traditional ruler, enters Gemini on the 11th, opposed to Saturn on the 15th. And Saturn is saying, you know, what debt do you need to get rid of? How can you cut out debt so that you can increase your cash flow, more cash coming in than going out? What can you do to change your tax structure so that you have more cash, you're taking home more cash, or you have more cash in the bank? And that's where you're thinking this month as well. You're really thinking about, especially as planets move into Gemini, you know, what you can do to leverage your income, what you can do to leverage your resources so that you're seeing more of your cash, you're keeping more of your earned income. And that's good because Saturn helps you to define what is appropriate, what is right. Saturn is about balance, right? Not going to the extreme about focused on other people at the expense of your work or your personal life, but not too focused on the workaholic that it's affecting your health or your personal life. They're not in conflict with each other, but you want to look at what's knocking them out and where are you going to extremes. Scorpios can go to extremes. You're the most intense sign of the zodiac. And so you don't want to go to extreme in anything. Balance is the key. Not being fanatical about anything. Balance. Finding the balance. Doing what gives you balance. Do what gives you balance. Do what supports your balance. Mars will square off with Neptune on the 25th. Watch that day too, okay? Because, that is such a, you know, where, you know, you get these, you know, fake letters and fake, you know, just deception. There's a lot of deception here as these faster moving planets have to cross over Neptune. And the first one is Mercury squares Neptune on the 9th, and then Mars squares Neptune on the 25th, and then the Sun squares Neptune on the 31st. So especially that last week in May, and I'll talk about that in a minute, there's this mutable energy going on here, you know, especially when the Sun enters Gemini on the 21st, that you're going to have to deal with Neptune. And Neptune is really strong right now. We've been so focused on Saturn, we've been so focused on Pluto, Uranus, that we really haven't been looking at Neptune. And he's stronger than all of them right now because he rules Pisces. And he's at almost 10 degrees Pisces. And so he's like in the background holding all the cards. And he's testing your resolve. He's testing your psychic abilities and your intuitive abilities, your instinctual abilities. What do you know to be true, Scorpio? What's true for you? Are you following what's true for you? Are you getting distracted by other people? That's the illusion. Are you going to get caught up in what other people are doing and saying and not following your instincts? That's the test for you, Scorpio. Follow your instincts. Follow what you know to be true. They will never fail you. I don't care what Neptune's doing or the planets are doing. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. You've got it. And use that muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. So I do like the Taurus new moon. It's a fresh start. And for you, it's in relationships. And yeah, it's going to cross over Saturn, but that's okay. Because Saturn is showing you what you need to change in order to have what you want. Now, Mercury's going to retrograde May 17th through June 11th. And Mercury retrogrades 3 times out of the year. You can't stop it. And you don't want to stop living. You don't want to stop life. You don't want to stop working. You don't want to stop business. However, it's not the best time to get married, buy a house, buy a car, buy a computer, start a new job. You can use my do's and don'ts, Mercury navigating Mercury retrograde. Here, this tool for you. And for you, it's about, you know, you're looking at what other people have been doing. You're looking at what other people have done to you. You're looking at, you know, shared resources. And this is a time to evaluate. It's a great time to do research. It's a great time to strategize. It's a great time to go back over things. And then once Mercury goes direct, and I like to give him a day or two because his head's not on straight. The craziest days with Mercury retrograde is the day he goes retrograde, May 17th, and the day he goes direct. That's a crazy day too, June 11th. So I like to give him at least till the 12th or 13th, even better, before I launch anything new. And so, you know, for you, you know, use this energy to, re-strategize or strategize your finances, your debt structure, your tax payout, whatever you're doing, shared resources, and see how you can leverage it so you have more income. You have more income coming to you than leaving. And this will empower you to make really good decisions. And Mercury retrograde is another one that it brings up liars and thieves, okay? And that's kind of a theme here this month. Another, not the main theme. The main theme I see is do less and have more this month, because yes, the fixed energy is here, but then by the 21st, we're all in mutable energy, and the mutable energy can overtax your nervous system. It can create extreme restlessness, mood swings, nervous exhaustion, because Mercury rules the nervous system. And by the last week in May, you have the Sun in Gemini, Mars in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini retrograde, and by the 25th and 26th, the moon will be in Virgo, and it's square in all the Gemini, it's square in the Saturn in Sagittarius, and it's opposed in the Neptune in Pisces, which is square in the Saturn and all the Gemini, the Sun, the Mars, the Mercury. That's a lot of mutable energy. That's going to be really pulling you in many directions. And, it's a fun energy. I love Gemini. It's a party sign. It's a fun energy, and it's light, but it can be very superficial. It can lack substance. It can lack truth, and you rule truth and emotional truth. So you could be annoyed by the energy. It's like, when you're trying to do something and there's a little bug flying around, you can't seem to get it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like you could be feeling like you just, feel a little annoyed. And so, it's not affecting you directly, but it's in the environment, right? And so, it's going to be a lot of, superficiality, hyperactivity, although there could be lots of invitations to go out and do things, which can be fun. But it isn't necessarily an energy where you get anything done. You know what I mean? Like it's like going to a lot of parties, and then, party's over and you got to get back to work. So it is an interesting energy, and these planets are being squared by Neptune. And that is delusion and deception and being fooled. And so for you, it's about who you trust, who you let in. And it has very much to do with romantic relationships for you, intimacy, who you trust. And so you are not taken prisoners here in May. Use your anger as your passion. Sun enters Gemini on the 21st, and Venus opposes Pluto on the 21st and squares Uranus on the 25th. So lovely Venus in Cancer will have to meet up with Pluto and then Uranus. And so, you're looking at, what you believe, what you know to be true, your truth, and man, you are, ready to let anyone have it that's been trying to deceive you or fool you or let you down. And this has more to do with work relationships or siblings or people in the community. And, you just, you're on high alert here in May. You are clearing out, a lot of past relationships and energies. And, again, the law of attraction is always matching. So you want to keep the focus on your future and where you want to go and your dreams. The past does not equal the future. And, if others have let you down, let them go. Don't hang on to anybody. Don't hang on to people just to have people in your life, right? What's that sense? You send that message to the universe that, you're willing to settle. Let the universe know you're not willing to settle and that you want high quality relationships. Raise your standards. Maybe that's what the message is here, is this is about you raising your standards in May so that you are not tolerating disrespect or abuse from anyone. You're letting the universe know that you only want high quality relationships, and that you are very happy to be with you and be your own best friend and be your own good company than wasting your time and precious energy on people that don't deserve you. Okay? So that's really important. And wait until, Mercury goes direct on the 12th or the 13th before you do anything significant. Now, if you're selling something, sell to your heart's content, right? It's buyer beware, not seller. So sell whatever you want to sell. And I love the full moon for you. It's a great moon. It's giving you a lot of passion, a lot of drive. You're in the driver's seat. Just remember that. We have no control over what anyone else does. Your power is in what you do. That's where your integrity is tested. That's where your honor is tested, not with where others are. Let them answer to Prime Creator. Let them answer to Jehovah. You take care of you. You do what's right. You do what's right for you. Don't do what's easy. Do what's right. Now, Mercury will couple with Mars on the 27th, and this is very good. Now, this is a laser day, so this is the day where you let anybody who's been not good to you, you may let them have it. But that's okay. You know what? Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your truth. Stand up for what's right for you. Set those boundaries, right? Set those boundaries. Let the universe know you're not letting anybody take advantage of you, ever again. That's your new mantra. I love me more than the need to have these folks in my life. I love me more, fill in the blank. And I love this Mercury coupled with Mars, because it's just clear thinking where desire and the mind work as one. And you could get tremendous insight this day into your resources and what you need to do to increase those resources. Then the Sun couples with Mercury on the 30th, and that's where will and the mind work as one. You could get tremendous insight on this day into your relationships, into your resources that empower you and make you feel really in control and focused on your future. Then the Sun will square off with Neptune on the 31st. And that's what I'm talking about with this mutable, weird energy going on here. And, I'm not so concerned about you, about people fooling you, because your antenna is always up. Your truth antenna is always up. And your bullshit reader is up, right? And so keep it up all month, okay? Keep that bullshit reader up all month. Make sure that, you are, paying attention, and that you are taking your time with things, and you're focused on your passion. This month, it's there for you. It's really what it's all about. You've got a fabulous full moon. You're not going to get another one until next year. I love this moon. Neptune's in harmony with it. Pluto's in harmony with it. Jupiter's T-squaring it. And Jupiter uplifts everything, even when it squares. Jupiter squares are great. And for you, he's in the 10th house. He's in the area of your destiny in the world, what you're doing in the world. So this is working for you. Okay, so my Scorpios, I'm not concerned about the mutable so much for you because of who you are. You're already very well aware of the past and the future. But remember, your future is determined by the choices you make today. Turn that anger into passion. So for those of you looking for love, it's on. It's on all month. The Taurus is lighting it up. And the Taurus is all about your values, lining with your values. When you align with your values, you create success for yourself. So you determine what success is for you. Don't let society tell you what success is. You determine what success is for you. And the way you do that is align your goals and objectives and your intentions with your true values. And you can use my True Value program here. So love is on. For those of you looking for love, it's on all month. But again, it's never what people say, it's always what they do. If they promise to do something with you and they show up and they do it, then you can trust them. But if they make promises and they just have all kinds of excuses, do not trust them. That's a lack of integrity. Those of you already coupled, It looks really good. It's an opportunity for you to recreate the relationship, re-energize the relationship, add more romance to the relationship, and it's a wonderful energy for love this month. So love is really strong for the Scorpios this month. Money looks good too. The money, especially if you're making changes in the area of shared resources or tax structure or debt, if you're doing anything with that, that's going to help to increase the income. That's going to help to increase the resources. Jupiter's working for you. Pluto's working for you. Neptune's working for you. You have a lot of positive energy in here working to empower you and increase your resources. Spiritually, you know, it's all about trusting the instincts and listening to your soul. When you listen to your soul, you're connecting to Source, connecting to Prime Creator, and that's what it's about. The universe is unlimited in abundance. The universe is where your true abundance comes from. Tap into your Source and you will tap into that unlimited abundance. Health looks good. If you're doing the work-life balance or the life-work balance, keeping things in balance, not going to extremes, your health will be great. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my podcast. Scorpio, you're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below. You go to my astrology service page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to work on some relationship issue or career goals, starting a new business, it's very easy. You go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get a link to my schedule. You get scheduled. I'm also offering live webinar group coaching starting in June. It's going to be very exciting. And seating is limited, so you can sign up now. The first one is on love, astrology, and the law of attraction. The second one will be on money, astrology, and the law of attraction. I would love to see you there. So until next time, Scorpio, what gives you passion? Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. I do.
Rides me on her years. She took away all my tears, swept away all my fears with her big grand eyes as she sang, hello, it's gonna be okay. Hello, there's plenty of rainbows tonight. Hello, need you to see the day. Hello, you know it's better than goodbye. Stretching out her little hand, she said to take a stand. Walking through the fields where the daisies don't grow. Would you be so bold to forget?